Welcome to the Tangled Puppet. After several interruptions, maybe we're going to get these messages out. Here lately, everything has been trying to stop this evolution of this divine love to be channeled to the people that need to hear it. I've channeled a lot of different messages for a lot of different people. I'm picking up on a chosen feminine Gemini who is being blessed with the sight to see that they needed to have self-love in order to nurture themselves, to be able to set up the boundaries in their lives and allow for transformation to come through and allow spirit to take over and transform in their lives and allow for them to relinquish the path of having control over everything and allowing spirit. I'm hearing, how can we bless you if you don't relinquish the control of this, of your life? You're controlling every movement that is made in your life, and spirit has all these blessings, and every time they're about to bestow you with them, you have made a change or changed something or controlled something that's stopped your own blessing. So at this point, it is considered self-sabotage. Spirit's trying to get this Gemini, this feminine Gemini, to realize that they are a chosen one and they have been through all of these things because they needed to be able to come across their divine path, their path of healing and healing others. You're not chosen just to sit around and be chosen, hidden away in a castle. No, we're the chosen ones because he knew our souls could do the work that needed to be done. Whoever this Gemini is missing a link about wisdom. They were unaware that there was a karmatic imbalance in their life that was seeking to be balanced. By keeping a single-minded focus, it was keeping them on a path that was not of ascension, and it was not very generous to them. It left them in a self-observed point or place in their life where they were observing themselves, leading for their morale to be just damaged, belittling themselves, judging themselves more than Christ would ever judge them. The Creator knew who we are, knew that we would make these mistakes along the way. But can you make the mistakes and learn the lesson? That's the big question here, is can you, as a soul, acquire the lessons that we need to acquire along our paths here on this earth, being the spiritual being, that sovereign soul inside your own body, your own mind, making your own choices. But can you make those choices to ascend? This is not just for a message for the Gemini feminine chosen one. This is for every person that comes across this message. Can you learn from the lessons that needed to be learned to be able to acquire and know that you have completed and closed doors on those lessons in life? Can you let go of the survival fears enough to actually survive and graduate and ascend onto a path where we're not just surviving, we are living in joy and happiness, and we are mirroring a reflection back at ourselves that we are proud to be? Can you do that? Do you have the integrity in your own morals and your own values to complete the lessons that your soul has signed up for on this path? Can you call all parts of your soul home by completing and taking the work that it takes to ascend upon the path, to call your soul in from the most shredded, darkest places, being shredded and ripped apart? My words are so tongue-tied today, please excuse me, but I feel like there's a missing link out there. There's too many people that are not awakened onto their path, leading them and staying in them imbalanced karmatic situations with mental conflict. Today I'm here to help those who are not awakened awake to a mental transformation that is allowing for this delusion of control to be rejected, no longer allowing the delusion of control in their lives. You do not control your life. Quit rejecting emotions. Emotions are how you're going to work through these lessons, people. Abandonment. The only person that you know that's going to be there for you is your divine mother and father, the spirit, and yourself. And once you realize that, you no longer can be abandoned. You know you are never alone. Be courageous, people. I know it's a lot of work. I've done the work myself, and every day I do the work. Learn your feminine side of yourself, masculines. Learn how to nurture. Feminines, learn your masculine side of yourself. Learn how to lead. It's time to make changes. Let go of that primeval fear, that survival fear that keeps you held back from making the changes that you know that you have to make inside of your life. Like I said, learning to nurture. Can't make this stuff up, people. Spirit is calling my soul to guide people who are unawakened to a spiritual commitment. It's time to commit. Take that linear thinking into the spiritual commitment and your belief systems. Add them in there. It's time to change. It's either get on the bandwagon or get left behind, people. Call your souls in. Call in your parts of you that have been lost for years, allowing for this mental transformation. No more being abandoned. You have called all parts of you home now. You are no longer in that mental confusion. You are no longer an orphan out there rejecting emotion through that delusion of control. This has to do with the Lemurian error. And of the past, you know, the emptiness that was left inside, causing for people to have hive minds. See all these bugs, these different things, they're inside their minds. It's like the thoughts are driving them crazy about the emptiness, the rejected emotion from the delusion of control. And this stuff is seated way back far in the past, guys. Some people, this is past lives that are coming forward to mirror that life back at you with that mirrored reflection to allow you to learn those lessons so that you no longer have to stay in that same phase, that same cycle. We are refining the galactic lineage here, allowing for alignment to take place, allowing for an initiation and a ceremony, the initiation and the ceremony inside yourself of all parts of you coming home. Guys, are you willing to learn the lessons? That's the message I have today. More to come, but that's all I have right now about this. Check your belief systems, your morals, your values, and allow for assistance without interference from spirit to help assist you, where you no longer have to have that control. Sharing your cultured ideas, allowing somebody who may not have thought of that idea or that way to have open contact and to be able to communicate with you and to share and allow them to awaken along their paths, guys, and learn their lessons as well. Somebody may just learn a lesson because you shared your lesson. Let's bring everybody forward together with us, guys. No one left behind. Let's bring many people to an awakened state for change. No more attachments from being attached to the past. It's time for a new birth and expansion of ideas, shared ideas, without interference from spirit, that birth and expansion of that spiritual commitment inside of oneself. No, that way that they are no longer observing themselves in a way that that is unhealthy. Today they love themselves. They know self-love. I thought I was going to end this, but Angels was like, good luck with that. Anyways, angels and ancestors, go ahead and give me a beautiful message to continue on about having self-love and respect inside of your spiritual commitments and allowing for those lessons to be shown. No more Five of Cups. No more sadness. You're not alone. The stress is gone. You have friendships, like-minded people here, guys. With that Page of Cups, they're coming in, offering you a cup of love. Honest, true, away from the sadness, away from the stress. This is a transformation, guys. The old you is dying. The new, the better you, the true you all along is coming through, showing that you can follow through with your dreams, all of the secrets, all of the illusions, all of the darkness that comes with the night. This moon has shined down, allowing for a reflection off this river of the truest parts of you. There is no more hidden you. This is the true, authentic you. And it is time to let the world see that, people. Share your ideas about spirituality and love. Let people know that you are not alone. There is an Ace of Cups out there. There are people that are just like you on the same paths with the same ideas that can't wait to find like-minded people. It's called your soul tribe. They're waiting. They are waiting for these ideas and this luck, this right timing to come in, people, and to be able to band with their soul tribes and let their stories be told. This lady is holding a book in her hand with a pentacle. She holds the idea of these elements that come through in here. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. It's all combined into one. Mind, soul, body. And inside this book, she found the wisdom to pull her forward and to keep her going. Yeah, in reverse at that. And I don't even like to read reverses, but that Three of Swords, there is no more heartache. Nobody will stab you from behind with the back of that sword. That ain't even sharp. Are they going to nudge you out of the way? That's about all the heartache you're going to get. Is a little nudge from spirit going, oh, hey, remember that? You remember that feeling. You remember what that felt like? Don't carry yourself down that path. You are now that empress following your abundance. You have, this woman has the wheat, the harvest. She has harvested things that she has sowed. Look at that wand that she holds. It is so bright and illuminating. She has a story to share with the world about the blessings that she was blessed by the divine, because she honestly struck out on that journey and shared her lessons in leadership, and is wanting you guys as well. Spirit is wanting you guys to realize that you are blessed among so many people. Guys, look at your blessings. Don't look at them as a departure, as a loss. Look at them as a blessing. Everything that was lost was to move you into placement for these blessings. From learning those spiritual lessons and getting that spiritual commitment, it allows you to have peace, guys. That temperance is 2 cups full of love flowing over. There is so much an abundance of it in there that spirit is just waiting to overflow into your life. There is no more drama waiting on you. This knight with that sword that stabbed you in the back, bringing all that drama in there, it's not welcome here anymore. This is a prophecy. This man has hung here for many years upside down, waiting to be able to fulfill this prophecy, to say that that heartache and that loss is no more in my life. Then 4 swords that went from 3 to 4, they're in balance with each other. There's enough they can battle each other. They don't need to battle me anymore. There's no more loss in my life. Allowing for the restrictions that once held this man back. That drama has come to a place where he took action and turned in 3 swords into a place of mind, body, and soul being imbalanced, allowing for a partnership inside itself with others that is no longer unrequited, that is balanced. There's 2 cups full of love, just like in that temperance. And right here in this temperance where it's overflowing, she has taken these 2 partnership cards and brought them in together with the ideas that they have created, that has taken action to move them away from this and to allow for these true blessings to come into their lives from the departures from their old ways of lessons. They have found that leadership, people, and struck out on that journey. And I suggest that you guys take out on your own inner journey so that you can become that empress with no more heartache. Find the determination inside yourself to get that ace of coin right there, to get that pinnacle, that blessing. All of those elements are in balance. Them angels, those guardians, they handed you this to tell you that there's no more uncertainty. Just use your creativeness. And all of those burdens, that 10 of Wands, they will fall away. They will become those lessons that you have learned. They will no longer be looked as something that was hard. Burdens, true burdens, are lessons that you take on for other people, not allowing them to carry on their own lessons. That is what creates burdens. And when that lesson comes back around, guys, it comes back that much harder each time until they learn it. Allow people to follow their own destiny, guys. Just guide them the right way with the right encouragement. We can do this as a whole. 16 on the clock. That is 8-8. Guys, that is abundance. There's endings to all of that sorrow. From going from those burdens to all 10 swords that stabbed him in the back, with each burden that laid there. They are finding their destiny. And a commitment, guys. I can't stress this enough. With another 10, the support and guidance that all they could imagine, from material to personal, to just being that ear for someone to listen to, that lover, that commitment, that destiny. Everything is ending. 10, 10, 10, people. It is ending for new things to come in. Your destiny, that wheel of fortune, that other 10. There's 4 10s here. 4 10s. I mean, I don't even know how much to stress that, but the angels are working in your life. They are allowing for completion, cycles to end, to bring in these destinies with these commitments towards you find your soul tribe, your truest parts of yourself, calling back your soul, and no longer being that self-observer that don't like themselves. Today, when you look at the mirror, you bow to yourself. You see that king, you see that queen. You have lifted your crown up on your head, and you know it is time that you step out. Guys, this is healing of the past, the present, the future. I'm just not talking about today's. I'm talking about healing the self and the soul, that heals the ancestors, that heals 7 generations after you and 7 before you, because you did the work. It only takes one of you to start a healing in your family, and the rest will follow through. I'm telling you, it's living proof. I've seen in too many families. I've got too many friends out there where one of us jumped out and took a start, and the rest came through to follow. We stripped them illusions for our family and told them, hey, look here, we are living a lie. That is not correct. We are living in a karmatic cycle. Let's change these paths. If you have karmatic parents, bring them to an abundance and awareness. Relieve those illusions. Strip them from them. Allow them to see the mistakes they made. You learn from them for them. It was divine timing that these curses are removed from your family. And you see that all the work that you've done, all the seeds that were planted, every bit of the light that you shine down is now reaping a harvest inside yourself, your families, your friends, the people you know. Every person you come in contact is seeing the psychic development, seeing you go from that ugly duckling to this beautiful swan, something that is an uncontrollable force. People have to be reckoned with. These people right here, these are the chosen ones. No matter what I do, it goes back to them, honoring their energy. Today, guys, step out and honor who you are. Those psychic developments, from the grounding, from the nurturing, from the harvesting, from checking on it, pulling the weeds out of the garden. When you seen something unhealthy pop up, you pulled it out. You took care of it. You took the time to see the true self. You mirrored yourself back at yourself, and divine timing took place by the Spirit, and allowed for that mind, that body, that soul to flow. And allowing for a death of that old you to come through and to be the best you could be. Inspire those people. Be that divine feminine that nurtures, that also takes lead, that says, hey, look here. I once was broken and bitter, but now I'm better. There's another reader out there, AEL. She says it best. Be BBB certified. Broken, better, bitter, and better. That's what you need to be. That's what happens when you learn those lessons. AEL, thanks for that. Give me good thoughts for that today. That is not my quote. That is hers alone. I'm making sure I'm not stealing anybody's stuff. It just fits in my message. Transform along the way, guys. And see that you're going to come out that beautiful butterfly through this caterpillar. Learn that there's more sides to perception than just one. And it allows for duality inside yourself. That yin, that yang, that masculine, that feminine, that white, that black, that gray, that protector, that go-getter, that manifester, that visionary, that prophecy. Fulfill it. I can't even make this up, guys. These are omens. Do you see that wisdom, that feminine? And standing right behind that feminine moon with those omens is this masculine sun waiting to be there, to push them forward, to continue to guide them along their way, helping use their discernment, because they not only healed in the past, the present, and the future, but they have brought through and allowed for their sexual energy of both masculine and feminine to come into play and be healed, and allow for these changes to come into a place of it's all good. It truly is all good. That death stripped all those illusions, knocking those burdens off, allowing for their sacred place, your body, to be taught. No more anger. New beginnings are coming in. It's that inner journey. It starts with it. Letting go of the things that hold you back and having forgiveness. A reunion of souls, yourself, to allow you to have the joy that you need from them ancestors. They are bringing in healing and wisdom, stripping those illusions every time it rains, every time those tears fall. No, that's one more thing they've stripped away, one more lesson you've learned from, one more crisis you've healed from, one more trauma that's no longer there. They are leaving you with ultimate possibilities. I can't stress this enough. There's new days coming with that 11. You twin flames. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to come into balance. It's time for that ascension. It's time to sit in your truth and know that that healing energy took place and to move all of these things into balance. Yes, there was a struggle, but it's time to go home. It's time to bring those two souls home and to call those parts in. And show that there was a transformation with self-love. It was slow. You damn right it was slow. That process was slow as hell for some of them twins to get into balance. But that's okay. That's what they needed. They needed to be able to make those changes of growth. And allow for this integration for the two of them to become dual. To become that yin, that yang, to see that perception that all of this was part of their destiny, their plan that was set up by their souls so long ago. I don't even know how I ended up on the twin flame, but I guess that message needed to get out there for somebody. I try to stay off the twin flame path. That is one rugged path, and if you people are not twins and haven't experienced it, just know those people are on a real journey out there. Yeah, journey that leads them to joy. But it had to take a lot of alignment. It had to take more than just 2 cups being so full. It had to take the spirit being so full of love and knowing that these paths were to come together into one. That he filled up both cups so much out of his one cup that it flowed down into them, allowing them to have joy. Look at all these marks. It didn't take 1 day, 2 day, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 years. This was stages. This was growth. This is alignment here. And it is allowed for everything to be all good. My cards are all crazy right now. They got hyped. They got me sweating. They got me in this message. Let me get some more messages, Spirit, to close out with. I just want to thank Spirit for giving me this journey, launching me on this path to be able to spread the messages with such intensity and allowing for these journeys of others to be sparked with the creativity and to hear the messages from Spirit. Guys, just listen. Do your cleansing baths. If you don't know how to do it, ask. There are plenty of people out there to guide you. Come into your power. It's time. Brothers, sisters, chosen ones, spiritual gangsters, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you that are the teacher. I'm talking to you that are still on your path, still trying to give birth to who you truly are. I'm talking to everybody. If you've learned the lesson, teach it. If you're in the lesson, learn it so that you can teach it. I promise you there's somebody littler than you, whether they be smaller in size, age, or in spirit, watching, waiting to learn just how you got to that place, trying to see how you communicated freely with spirit enough to know these things. How did you figure that out? What is going on in that mind of yours? How did you get these messages? Because spirit gave birth to someone's power and allowed them to have the fluidness of that communication to flow so fluid through them that it flows like a river of the spirit through them, to them, and out of them to guide these people along the way. They learn to cherish themselves by soaring into their joy. Childlike wonders fill their lives because now they're able to share themselves. Look at all these stripes that zebra got on him. Almost looking like a criminal over there, but I bet he learned a lesson. I bet for every stripe that he learned a lesson, he's able to share that other side in a white light instead of that dark light. You know, them zebras went through it. One dark stripe, two dark stripe. Oh, an opinion from somebody. Oh, a gossip from somebody. But then the spirit shined in and showed them, look here, I'll make that a gray stripe because I'll show you what beautiful come out of it. Out of all of that gossip and stuff, you learn to cherish yourself, love yourself. Who cares what them people think or say? Because I love you is what Spirit said, and I've got your back. And you will reap rewards for being the determined being you are to share yourself with those, and letting go of the past ways of that struggle that didn't have to be. Now you can go with the flow of the river of Spirit. It is inside of you. You planted the seeds. You told Spirit what you wanted. I want to change my life. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this lesson. I'm tired of this repeated pattern. And you planted that in there. And throughout it, you planted those seeds. And Spirit heard your message as you heard Spirit's message. And you were trusting your intuition. Spirit give you the key to that door. And your life is truly being guided into a blessed place now. A place allowing you to embark on an adventure of healing of the past. Allowing your future to be so bright. Expect miracles, guys. Like I said, a healing of the past is bringing you miracles. You can feel it. Some of you chosen ones are so nervous. You don't even know what you're nervous for. Catch yourself pacing the floor, walking back and forth. Because you have opened up to love. That divine love of Spirit. Love for yourself. You no longer accept things that aren't love as love. You know what they are. You know exactly what it is. Because you've healed the past. And it has brought in miracles, guys. And you're receiving these miracles from the angels who are revealing radiance in your life. They are shining so bright on you people. When you walk in public, people ask you, hey, you got the glow. Why are you so bright? And I've seen some of the chosen ones freeze. Myself, I have frozen my steps and thought to myself, damn, I must really took the curtains out and opened up the windows because somebody noticed how bright I was on the inside, on the outside. And it is embracing me to step in my future. I'm telling you people, once you start healing on the inside, that's all that will show on the outside. Is that you are a creature of divine light, that love, that healing. That you have mended bridges. Guys, some of you chosen ones know what I'm talking about. But you have had things collapse. London bridges fell down in your world. But those bridges were mended. Allowing you to proceed softly. Look at that thing. Look how beautiful that bridge is. You can't even tell what's underneath it anymore. It don't even matter why that beautiful bridge is there. Just know that's one heck of a path to journey on. Stand firm. You built this path. Lesson by lesson by lesson. You have mended those bridges. You have taken each boulder, allowing for a renewal in your life. Rising above everything that made those London bridges collapse. You stood in the truth, and now you're allowed to be in the flow. Even my animals, they are going off down there. My dog is barking. He is like, yes, can't you hear the messages from Spirit? Mama, come down here and check. Spirit got a message for you downstairs, down here. So we're going to have to go see what's going on downstairs. But, chosen ones, there's always people there and you're never alone. Angels and ancestors, I would like to thank you for this divine message coming through smoothly and taking on that wild spark that it took on and taking me on an adventure to ignite the passion in those who need to be ignited. I just want to give my gratitude to you, and I thank thee, as above, so below.